Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports. Pakistan have beaten New Zealand in the final T20 International of the series, and of course the series ends with New Zealand clinching a victory by 4-1. It was the last game when Pakistan had an opportunity for some face saving, and that's what they did. A couple of things were tried differently. Iftikhar got a chance to bowl for the very first time and immediately provided results and ended up being the player of the match, while Finn Allen was named player of the series. And I think that going in this World Cup this year, a couple of these New Zealand players are very important, but especially Finn Allen. And I think it's not just the talent that he possesses. The main reward for all of this, or the main, I think, crux is that the role defined by the New Zealand management given to Finn Allen is something that has brought out the best of his abilities. So I think that really needs to be discussed. The strategy, the hypothesis involved, everything, the execution of the planning that took place as well for New Zealand's sakes. It's been a terrific series for them. For us, of course, it's disappointment, and it's not just disappointment because we lost. It's the fact that we didn't try the mantra of youngsters that we wanted to. I mean, you have an opener in your squad who has an average of 44 plus in T20 cricket, a strike rate of 180. He's the top performer in the National T20 Cup, and where you're playing him is at number 5 and number 6. And then we ask our team to give results. I think we're not smart as a cricketing nation anymore. And I was, I think, less disappointed with the team, less disappointed with the performance. But with all respect to my fellow brothers and sisters of the sports journalist fraternity, I was more disappointed with the post-series analysis that I saw on social media, especially on the website X, formerly known as Twitter, about what people started posting. I mean, it was just bizarre that we failed to highlight the real problems in Pakistan cricket. And I am one of those people who always believes that it's a long-term process. You got to give everybody time, but that has to be the right direction. So we will talk about that in detail and discuss the series. Time now to introduce the guests. First of all, in studios, I've been joined by cricket commentator, international broadcaster, presenter, and our sports expert, K. Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm very well, thank you.
Great to have you on the show. We've also been joined by sports expert Ali Mehdi. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm very well, thank you.
And we've also been joined by senior sports journalist Syed Haider. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm very well. So, Sir Haider, we won the last one, so we're able to save a bit of pride, and we have a lot of it eventually. I mean, how would you take this forward when we talk about that Pakistan at a position lost 4 games, lost the series, but that talk of, and that was just talk of going with a completely new combination was not there for the offer?
Ahmed, yes, to get the series win or defeat, it's not a question always that, because 2 teams in the match, then one team win and one team lost the match. But the question is that how you are going in the match and how you are applying your strategy. That's always very important. And Pakistan, I have seen in this series, New Zealand, Pakistan team was without any planning, without any plan that how to apply their new players. In the last match, you have got your opener, Hasibullah. He has never opened in T20 in domestic cricket. But you have got him opener, and the regular opener, Shehzad Farhan, he was batting at number 7. So what is the strategy of the management? What they were thinking, captain and the manager and coach, is that Shehzad Farhan, what can he do at number 7? And also in the bowling side, if you see the bowler, Iftikhar Ahmed, he has bowled well in the last match. He has got 3 wickets. He has got the important wickets of the New Zealand and got the man of the match also. So he was inducted in the team as an all-rounder, but you have not used Iftikhar Ahmed in this series as an all-rounder. So how you can declare him as an all-rounder? And you are saying always that it is the series for the preparation of T20 World Cup. Then if you are not using your all-rounders exactly, then how you can do anything in the T20 World Cup? So in the end, I will say it was the point of no return for the Shaheen Shah Afridi in the last match. And thanks God, he has got the last match here. They have won match. Otherwise, there could be in the problem. And unfortunately, I have seen also that the last test match in Australia, Shaheen Shah Afridi has not played due to some fitness problem. But after the series, immediate after the series, he's going to Dubai to play ILT10. So it means that he was fit, but he was avoiding the Test series and he was only focusing the T20 series. It's not a good thing for any cricketer in any format if he is focusing only in one format. So these are all the problems which Pakistan team is facing, not only for today or tomorrow, yesterday, but they are facing for a long time. And we have heard always from the director team, Mohammad Hafiz, that we are working for the future. But in this sense, if you are working on the future, then I think you will not get any good future.
Absolutely. I think the future right now in PCB, be it the cricket, be it the managerial affairs, be it the chairman, everything is very uncertain at the moment. But before we continue the discussion, let's take a look at the highlights of this fifth T20 International and, of course, what transpired in this series in this report.
New Zealand clinched 5-match T20 International Series against Pakistan by 4-1. However, Pakistan beat New Zealand in the last and fifth T20 International match by 42 runs. Earlier, Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat first. Pakistan made 134 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in the allotted 20 overs. For Pakistan side, Mohammad Rizwan scored 38 runs, Fakhar Zaman hit quick 33 runs, Sahibzada Farhan made 19, Babar Azam added 13, while Abbas Afridi was unbeaten with 14 runs on just 6 balls.
That's where he's gone, and he's picked it beautifully. Now straight, here's a chance of Chapman, no! Oh, that is just a traditional... Oh... Has he got enough? Has he got enough? Has he got all of this? Has he got all of this? Yeah.
Tim Sodhi, Matt Henry, Ish Sodhi and Lockie Ferguson took 2 wickets each for Black Caps. In reply, New Zealand were bowled out for 92 runs in 17.2 overs. Green Caps defended the lowest successful total in New Zealand as well as bowled the Black Caps out under 100 for the second time at home. For Kiwis, Glenn Phillips added 26, Finn Allen made 22, Tim Seifert scored 19 and Will Jung made 12 runs. For Green Caps, Iftikhar Ahmed took 3 wickets, Shaheen Shah Afridi and Mohammad Nawaz took 2 wickets each, while Osama Mir and Zaman Khan got 1 wicket each.
Well, interesting scenes in that report by Sabah, all the highlights, especially that catch, I think sums up our series completely of what we've been doing. Asif, how would you like to highlight the conclusion of this series, especially they won the last T20, so now they think that maybe matters are improving?
Ahmed, good thing is that you're smiling, you're enjoying the victory of Pakistan after a long time, and we have waited for the 5 games. At the end, Pakistan played well and they got a victory. The good thing is that they have decided to bat first after winning the toss. So I think after 4 games, now that the think tank and the management, they've decided to change the strategy now. Haider Bhai was mentioning something about the roles, about the plannings, which New Zealand team management, they had given a plan to their team and they had executed so well. Guys, let me share something that sources told me that even the team director, he was involved in the training sessions as well. He was there and he was telling to bowlers, do this to spinners. Actually, that wasn't his role. You got some, specialist coaches. Omar Gul was there, Yasir Rafat, Saeed Ajmal. They guys were, even in the fielding sessions, he was there and asking to take catches.
He was telling Hasibullah how to do wicket keeping. I saw that as well.
I think, so multiple jobs he was doing. That instead of just sitting on the chair and watching and analyzing that what's going on, he was telling to each person individually, do this. I think this is, sources told me this, that was happening. Even some restrictions in the hotels as well. Fine enough. Pakistan team played well in the end and we got a victory. If we talk about the strategy, I'm not sure that what role had given to Azam Khan. You were telling in your intro that Finn Allen, he got a plan. He went there with that plan. His execution was perfect. Timing, each and everything was looking up to the mark. But what happened with Azam Khan? Why he wasn't able to perform? Let's talk about Saim Ayub. Well, in the first game, he was looking so confident. But in the rest of 3 games, the other games, he wasn't able to perform well just because I think something was going between the teammates. I just want to clarify what happened with a spinner. I don't want to take a name. that he asked to Mohammad Hafiz, the director, that I want to go and I want to play ILT, International League T20, which is happening in UAE. And the Pakistan Cricket Board and the management asked him, put an application for no objection certificate. He put an application and he got a reply that you are not allowed to go there. He said that this is my first league of this year. I have completed two leagues in the previous year of 2023. The Pakistan Cricket Board asked him, step down, we're not allowing you to go. Even he was ready to resign from the international cricket. I don't want to take the name, but this is what happening all the first.
And he was a spinner. We only had two in the squad. It was Osama Mir and Nawaz. So I can, pick one, but
I don't want to take name there. You're such a naughty guy, Ahmed. But I don't want to take a name, but this is what happening in the cricket board.
You have to look, Asif. You and me both agree that if you have a match winner, you need to give him an NOC. You need to do that.
Ahmed, this is what I want to say. Where is nationalism? Why you are not playing for your country? You're just running behind the money. Yes, we do understand it's really important for your luxurious life, but it comes with Pakistan. If you're playing for Pakistan, if you're performing for Pakistan, go play the rest of the leagues, we don't mind. But the Pakistan is struggling. Either it's Test cricket, it's ODI. Pakistan lost in Asia Cup. Pakistan lost in World Cup. Pakistan lost against Australia. Pakistan lost against New Zealand. And still, if these things are going, this is shameful. To be very honest, being a cricket lover, being a cricket enthusiast, and being cricket commentator, I'm not enjoying all the scenario what's going on. So, guys and players of Pakistan cricket team, we would like to request, please think about Pakistan cricket.
Absolutely. Ali Mehdi, this argument will continue and right now heat is coming from all directions from the PCB. We've seen many things going on. Some of them we can comment right now, some of them we can't. It's not just particularly centric towards cricketing affairs. It's going all around, and that's why we say that it becomes a trickle-down effect for the team.
Yeah, it becomes a trickle-down effect. The problem is that if the head of the ship and the top of the ship is not actually functioning correctly, then you're going to have problems. Obviously, it's going to be a trickle-down effect. It's very unfortunate that this has had to happen. We've had to lose this series 4-1. I mean, I think that if we had so many opportunities throughout this series, firstly, we're going on about the tosses. I mean, that was something which, yes, Shaheen it's early days for him, but you have to play to your strengths. They should have at least in the first 3 matches actually batted first, especially in the second or third match too. But then at the same time, you see in the 5th match, after 4 matches in which this 3 matches in which they had actually lost it, they won the toss and elected to field first. They won the toss and batted first, and all things went very well. But the thing over here is, Ahmed, is that there's a lot of pandemonium at home to abroad to there's a lot of problems everywhere. So that's why actually you have problems in the PCB, and then obviously there's a trickle down effect in the team too. And you could see that some players were not playing to the best of their ability, and that is very unfortunate. If you don't have that nationalism, that pride to play for your country, then it's going to be very difficult. I find it very hard to believe that players want to go and play in this ILT20. I don't even watch these leagues for that matter, and I hope many people don't. It should always be that national team comes first, your team country comes first, and then after that all these other things come too. I just feel that I hate to say this, but the precedent was set by the T20 captain Shahid Afridi, who didn't play that 3rd test match in Sydney too. If he can be, since he's a role model to so many people, if he can't play that 3rd test match, then obviously other players are going to follow. So I think everything from top to bottom needs to be fixed.
Sir Haider, we cannot shy away from the fact that the PCB is in all sorts of trouble right now. And it starts from the very top position. We just had Zaka Ashraf resigning from his position a couple of days back. Now, obviously, things will take another turn. But for how long, how consistent will these matters be? Still, I am very skeptical about the role of Salman Nasir, the CEO in the PCB. What kind of administrative affairs is he going to be heading? What's going to happen on the domestic circuit, selection policies, everything in between? All of this really needs to be discussed in detail, tantamount to the fact that you've got a ICC tournament in the next 5 months coming up.
Exactly. It's always a problem if the higher management is not in order. If your house is not in order, then your team cannot perform well. It's very clear. There is no question about it. And why the PCB system is right at this moment disturbed totally, and why the batter-in-chief Prime Minister of Pakistan, he is not focusing the PCB. You know, the PCB cricket board is very important an organization of Pakistan, our country, and they are our players. They are representing in international cricket, and they are as symbol of the Pakistan. They are a picture of the Pakistan. If the management, the cricket board management, is not in order, then how the team can be in order? And we are definitely we are seeing a lot of mishappening in the team, because everyone, if your PCB chairman is not regular or not permanent, then the other staff, they will be out of their constitution, their orders and regulations, and they will do everything what they want. And definitely it's going also in the team management. There, some players, they are not getting NOC, some players getting NOC. It's a favoritism, and players are making complaints that they are not getting the same case. We have seen that Mohammad Haris, he has flown to Bangladesh without NSC, and then PCB refused him NOC. But at the same time, Shaheen Shah Afridi has got the NOC, and Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, they have got the NOC. So everything is going wrong, and everyone who is head of the department, he's getting a decision by himself, and nobody is controlling him. Nobody is watching him. And if it will be continued, then really it will be very bad for the Pakistan cricket. Domestic cricket is disturbing. International cricket is not in good position. And your team, you are just on the doorstep of the T20 World Cup. And if you are going with this situation in the T20 World Cup, then you cannot make big hopes from the Pakistan team. The captaincy is a controversial matter. In the last 2 months, we have seen Babar Azam, Shan Masood, Shaheen Shah Afridi, and a lot of things, they are moving around the PCB and Pakistan cricket. And if the batter-in-chief Prime Minister will not interfere in this matter, then really it will be a big mishap for the Pakistan cricket.
Well, mishaps are very common at the helm of affairs at PCB. Asif is certainly an individual who will not shy away from agreeing with me that we are probably the most animated cricket board in the world.
Well, as Haider Bhai was saying, that even Pakistan, the chairman of Pakistan Cricket Board or the management committee, he isn't sure about his role and responsibility, and either will he be there or not. So what we can talk about the rest of the team or the management, why he has resigned, it's an interesting thing that in his resignation, the chairman Zaka Ashraf, he said that actually the ordinate staff, the subordinate staff, they were not listening me, even they were interfering in my work. I think it's a lame excuse. You remain for a long time, and we're expecting that you will do something special in the domestic cricket. Even I was covering the domestic cricket. I haven't seen any sort of, some extraordinary steps taken by the Pakistan Cricket Board. Then who's the responsible? Then you should ask this question to the Junaid Zia, who is the head of the domestic cricket. You should ask this question to the coaches working in National High Performance Center. But I think that this is really lame excuse that why I'm sitting here, that Ahmed is not allowing me to talk this, talk that, so I'm going out. This is live show. You can do anything. You just talk about anything. But if you cannot talk about this, thank you very much. Go. And this is what happened with the chairman Zaka Ashraf. And I'm quite sure that the coming chairman, I think that the name is going about the Mohsin Naqvi, who is the CM as well. I think that we wish him good luck. Come forward, do something special for the cricket, because news which we are hearing from the Pakistan Cricket Board aren't good.
But I can tell you one thing. I'm not sure of who the chairman is going to be. Obviously, sources have confirmed the name you said. But I am sure of one thing, that the chief selector is going to retain his position if that happens. Because you know why I'm saying this. So that is going to
well,
be...
I mean, this is obvious. This is obvious.
That is going to be constant.
Yeah.
But a good administrator, I don't mind things going that way. But my question, Ali Mehdi, would be that, okay, but for how long? That's the real deal here.
You know, the problem over here is that you don't have continuity over here. Look, Ahmed, in any institution, you know, all around the world, you need continuity. You need continuity of policies. You need this consistency too. Consistency only comes through continuity, because we've had so many chairmen, I believe 3 to 4 chairmen over the past 2 years. I mean, it's been a merry-go-round of affairs. So for that reason, nothing has actually worked too. And you know, we keep on going on about the cricketers, this and that, but when your board isn't stable, you become a laughing stock around the world. I mean, the ICC, for that matter, has been joking around. Why don't they take us seriously? Why could we not put our foot down when it came to the series in the Asia Cup? We had to go have that hybrid model, because the fact of the man, why couldn't India come? Because nobody takes us seriously. We don't have a continuity of policies, of you know, administration too, and until we don't have that, we, you know, things won't go around and you know, in the right manner. You go in one direction, then you're pulled to another, then you pull to a third direction. So things become very difficult, Ahmed. And you know, we can point the fingers at one person, but at the end of the day, when you don't have don't have continuity, it'll always just be.
I think we're running around in circles, but we'll just go towards a short break, because we will be right back. And welcome back. We continue the discussion. And Kias, if you would like to add something.
I would like to say something, and I would like to share with our viewers that Ahmed scored a century in T20 match and got 6 wickets. I will definitely ask Ahmed, how was your experience?
My experience was very good. First of all, thanks to Allah the Almighty, and I think my teammates and my coaches and all of you for motivating me. But I promise you, I'm not becoming chairman PCB. I assure you, I have no. But thank you very much. It was a wonderful opportunity. It's a good way to let go of the anxiety and depression you get from Pakistan cricket. So, you know.
Yes, and Ahmed, the good thing is that I was just checking your wagon wheel. I would love to watch players playing towards extra cover, mid-wicket, and, you know, chipping in with the singles and cheeky 2s and 3s. So your innings was fabulous. And now come to Pakistan cricket.
My role model is Fakhar Zaman. So, so I was just trying to be him. Or maybe I was trying for him to be me. So, but yes, Pakistan Cricket Board, yes.
Yeah, see, the management and the think tank. Hasib played last game, and if you see his technique, to be very honest, because I've been observing him for a long time in domestic cricket, he's such a nice player, such a fantastic player. And but when you are putting pressure on your youngsters, that he could have given more chances in 5 T20 series. He got only 1 chance. He got out early, and of course, you know that when you're playing international cricket, pressure is there. But this is injustice. Azam Khan played 3 games. Hasib played 1 game, and Saibzada played 2 games.
At number 6.
At number 6, even then he played well. The way he came up and the way he was middling, that was perfect, and that was lovely to watch. So I think that we should have stopped this kind of decisions, injustice among the players, like, you know, Hasib, Azam, Saibzada, Farhan. They all were waiting for ample chances. But what we had done, only 1 or 2 chances to 2 players, 3 chances to 1 player, and then we'll be telling them, thank you very much, you're not in our plans. So I think this is injustice.
Absolutely. Sir, either what troubles us the most is, like we said, that the inconsistency becomes a trickle-down effect from the management to the players. Now, that we understand. But then again, you know, some of the choices, and I'll be very, very blunt at this moment, a lot of criticism is coming right now for the team director / head coach, Mohammad Hafiz. And a lot of people have also been very skeptical, and rumors have, you know, reached a point where the players seem to be having trouble, you know, with this entire planning and execution phase.
Yeah, exactly. I think criticism is not bad. If it is without any solution, then it's bad. If we do criticism, we are not criticizing the players or the management or the coaches or the think tank. Actually, we are asking them what you have done. If you have met your words that we are applying the new talent in this series, but you have not applied exactly. That's a point that Asif said rightly, that in the youngster you have met extra pressure on Hasibullah to open the inning. In New Zealand, it's always very difficult on the pitches of New Zealand or Australia to open the inning. Even you are getting a regular opener in your side, Safdar Afran or Fakhar Zaman, all the openers, they were available, but you are pushing Rasibullah at number one. And he was facing the first delivery. It's also a pressure. I think Rizwan should in this situation, when a newcomer with you in the opening slot, then you should go as an experienced opener. But you have made a big pressure on Hasibullah. Then secondly, what I have seen that the management was not clear about the players' ability. They were using the players not according to the ability of players, but they were using the players according to their mind, what they have decided in their mind. It is wrong strategy. If you see other teams in international cricket, they are always following the talent of the player, and then they are giving the position, they are giving the role to the players. But in our system in Pakistan, we are making hopes from a youngster that he will go and he will make.
How do we identify? It's not just about the role defining of players as well. How do we identify whose role is what? In the past 1 week, we have had approximately 4 resignations from the Pakistan Cricket Board. 3 of them were part of the team management, and one was the person who was heading the cricket committee, as it said.
Yeah, that's a problem. Our system, whole system is disturbed. From top to bottom, we are getting really irregularities. That's a problem, that we are focusing our system only the people who are not able to contain, who are not able to hold the position, but they are unnecessary. They are on these positions. So that is a problem. We have appointed Adam Hurley only for two series, Australia and England, and then goodbye to Adam Hurley, and who will be the new coach in next series against New Zealand, when New Zealand will tour to Pakistan, or Pakistan going to England. Who will be? Pakistan cricket system, they have to give something. They have brought Yasir Arafat. Really, I'm very glad to see the Yasir Arafat. He is very professional coach, and he was a very good player in his playing tenure. And in coaching, I have seen in England, he's really professional. We have to give him time to make a team, to make the players. Otherwise, if we'll get him only the one series and then goodbye to him, then we cannot get the players, we cannot get a system. We have to go with some permanent decisions and give at least enough time to the coaches and the players. I was glad that Azam Khan was failed in the first match, but they have given at least 3 matches. That's good. It's a good sign for the Pakistan. We have seen in the last 2 years, a lot of players, they have got only 1 match and then dropped. This is the negative strategy, but the positive should give enough time to players, to coaches, to think tank, the management, and then you can ask for the result. Otherwise, if you're asking, team will be back, and I have come to know that Hafiz is going to make a press conference on Friday, and then he will make a complaint against the players, and that they have not executed the plan what I have given him, and then he will be facing a lot of questions from the people who will be in the press conference. But nobody has solution that how to overcome on these problems. This is very important, that we have to get some people who can give the solution to overcome on the problems, not only the criticism.
Ali Mehdi, the fact is that we're embarrassing ourselves on the international stage. The ICC will be observing these matters very keenly, and like I said, that in the past week you've got 4 resignations. Now if a decision's been made, what is the timeline, what is the consistency that's going to happen? It has got to be something, sanity needs to prevail. Otherwise, it's a very, very dark future, as we've seen for other sports in this short span of history that we know.
Look, sanity has to prevail because Ahmed, first comes first. We talk about other sports. the cream and you could say the bread and butter for sports in Pakistan comes through cricket, and if cricket's administration is not in the proper is not functioning in the proper manner, in the proper way, then obviously that's going to be there's a trickle down effect with other sports too. If you're strong in cricket, that will obviously help other sports. I always feel that sports complement all these sports in Pakistan in particular complement each other, but if your main sport isn't performing, then we're in big trouble. And the most important thing is, you were talking about ICC. The PCB better get their act together, put a president, whoever comes in the future, gives a good consistent run, puts policies into place together. Everything needs to go smooth going, because look, Ahmed, we've only got 13 months till the Champions Trophy. The first tournament we are going to hold in 29 years, ICC event in 29 years. Last one, 1996 World Cup. Ever since then, we've held no ICC event. So this is why the ICC does not take us seriously. When we put when we've had problems with the BCCI for eons now. Why do they not take us seriously? Because look, whatever you say about the BCCI, they actually bring in the revenue, they have consistent policies, and then at the end of the day, they don't have the sort of problems which Pakistan has. So we have to fix ourselves, look at ourselves in the mirror, sort ourselves out, and once that is done, then start pointing fingers towards others. Because if you don't straighten yourself out, then there's a very good chance that this tournament could really be in serious jeopardy.
It already is, I would say. But K. Asif, Ali Mehdi and Sir Heather, thank you very much for joining us. With that argument, of course, we wrap up Sports Extra. From me and the entire team, it's